welcome back to another Minecraft video, guys. This is episode 42. I have no title for it at this point. I haven't changed anything, so I know what I need to do and what I want to do. A lot of it is going to be off camera initially, and then we're going to head over to whatever grand plan comes to me. So the first thing I want to do is put the horse stable here, so we're going to clear this out. There's got to be a little chicken coop here. I think I'm going to clear some of this out pathwise, and we're going to build a bridge. And two of those are going to be off camera, the two big ones. So I'm going to get to clearing this off, and I'll kind of explain my thought process for this stable barn that's going to sit right here. Here we go, guys. We have the footprint of the barn laid out. We even have a little area for the bridge that we will focus on next. But looking at this and looking at screen grabs, this is probably going to get a little smaller. I also wanted to strip the wood and see how that looks, as they don't have full logs in the movies show. So we're going to do some magic and hopefully it will be done. Voila! Well, here we are with the finished barn, stable, workshop. We'll start over here because this is actually the part that I forgot that they had. They had a third building, I think, out that way. But this is their little shop that Mr. Ingalls kept all of his items. Get rid of that. We don't want that. I got an invisible item frame mod. I don't think I'm going to keep it because it's not toggleable. You can't toggle it. But there is another one that is in 1.21.9. If you think this is cheating and it's not worth it, just tell me. I think it looks good though. Use the leaves as accent, which I found out that you can rotate to get it to land on a different block. But once you do, it goes counterclockwise no matter what. So we have the little loft opening, little lower loft opening. Once we have shelves in 1.21.9, we'll add them there facing the other way for the doorway. We need some cows and stuff in here. I think they had one cow, so we'll maybe figure out some place to tether it back here and hide it. Come up here. You can hide away in the top. Kind of wish that would door close, but you know, we get what we pay for, which is we don't pay for it. And then we also need some horses. So I think this turned out pretty well, and I'm happy with it. Aside from the fact that it's right where I was going to put the bridge, which is why we can go through 3 of these here and then 1 here. So I'm thinking I'm still going to keep it, maybe have a secondary route over. But I was enjoying the build here and I wasn't going to stop. Again, it looks blah, but if you look at the time frame, everything kind of looked blah. It was colorless. Those who had color had money. We live in a farm. We have leaves everywhere. But I think this turned out pretty well. I like the look of the leaves on top of the hay like this. Try to make it look kind of like the straw that they would have. Oh, and this makes a really good divider. I learned this from Zaldra Mercy. Link down below. She utilized this for our Cornercraft stable that we created together and tag teamed. and I think it turned out really well, so I reused it here, and I think it looks good. I like the accent of the darker. So the next thing we need to focus on is the bridge. So let's get to it. Ooh, well, look at that. Magically, a bridge. Now this has no reference to the Prairie. I just figured we needed a bridge over to there. And it looks brown. It might be a little too busy. Someone, please leave comments down below how to fix this. I remember our small little bridge that we made in the old episodes. I feel like I made this too busy, but that's all right. It is a bridge. It gets us to. Oh, that's what I needed. Lights, and then to there. We'll call that done for now until you guys critique it. Seriously, please critique this one. Uh, the entire time I've done this, I didn't come up with what we're doing today. But we made these. Wooden monstrosity and lovely little barn. So I'm gonna go to the drawing board or the drawing journal, writing journal, and we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do. He is pathfinding to me, really? Hard mode, jeez. But that is correct. We're gonna go inside. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go inside and hide in the upstairs. That was a interesting dream. Was that me gathering resources and placing them somewhere? Nah, that can't be true. Okay, maybe it is true. It's a map. It's a map, it's a map, it's a map, it's a map. Where to? It doesn't show my location. I'm realizing there was a mistake here. I thought maps like this could. Oh, wait. I didn't know there was a certain range. So walking here, we actually have a location marker for us. I didn't know they had a certain. That's neat. So it's this way. So we're gonna go and figure out where that location is. We've got it close. We haven't even entered the map location yet. We've entered the map location. Okay, so where's this Ginex taking us? Well, it looks like Dream Me has found a place for the town and left me really good goodies. So I guess this was kind of goofy, right? Leaving myself a map and whatnot. Yeah, I'm a tad goofy, but I do think we have found a location that I would like to go with. We'll climb a tree and I'll kind of show you my thinking. So you're probably already asking what's the terracotta for? So small towns always revolve, not always, but a lot of them revolve around a church of some sort. So our first build is going to be a church. It's going to sit up on top here, because like in my small town, There's this older Catholic church. I think it's Catholic. Could be. I'm not going to insult any more denominations. Large old brick church. Gorgeous look, but Minecraft brick just looks ugly. So we're going to just terraform this location over time. Apparently did not have the jump for that. So we're probably going to crop off some of this top part so we can have more of a flat ground. And we're going to have a church here. So I'm going to start with probably clearing off grass and maybe even down to here. We'll clear off this level. That took a little bit of time. We have leveled out a little bit of terraforming here. We have a nice flat plane to work with, and to start out, I'm thinking, as I said, I want this to be a church. I'm thinking old into modern, which means most churches were three, two, we'll see. Most churches started out as their sanctuaries, and then later on were added upon. So I'm trying to figure out where we want our church to end and start, kind of, because it's not going to take this whole thing up now. Its location footprint might after a while. I was about to say I thought those were pillagers, but I want to go from modern to old. I feel like it needs to shift over a little bit. All right, so I've noticed that I get a little sidetracked when trying to build offhand and then speak. So we've got the footprint here that you can see. The location that I'm at right now is kind of the modern addition that kind of becomes a greeting location, kind of sign in for a lot of these new churches, or added to churches. As you see, there's the white terracotta that is meant to be more of the modern interior wall design, which might look weird looking at it now right there, but that's okay. All right, so there's a little bit of a jump in height from where we were originally, but that's because I've learned that I build and talk poorly. So I've got to either learn how to do that or learn how to do voiceovers, which I'm currently working on. So you see this location that I'm working on, more of the interior. It's based loosely off of our the church that I attend, and we've just got a bunch of different aspects that I'm building into it that aren't part of it. So we've got the 2 for the windows. I don't know height of the sanctuary, as a lot of people, a lot of modern ones are actually fairly shallow, but you also have the ones that are grandiose. And then this baptismal is definitely based off of mine. We'll put glass kind of right in that section. But I'm trying to figure out kind of like, what is it going to look like? How is it going to play out? You're going to have the pastor right there, right? So need a lectern, which I'm going to go and grab. So we'll have the pastor offset apparently. Nope. We'll fix that. We'll put him right there in the middle. We've got this upper stage part, which I'm going to probably carve down, strip down to the wood. We've got this location down to the back basement section that might make it easier to access the basement. I don't know. We're still playing with it. And then we have this section right here, which is based off of the modern look that a lot of churches have, which humorously I don't think mine does, thinking about it. But everything about that look of more than just a box, right? So I'll be figuring that out. But ultimately, I think this is where we're going to play with the height. That's about the height of our windows, but we also have a shallow roof. But either way, it's going to be a stained glass, which is not common in ours. I think that's where we're going to leave it at. This was a bigger project than I really thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to get more building time, but I didn't have the time this past week. And unfortunately, it's really easy to get distracted as a father. So it's a two-parter. Hopefully, I get better at speaking and building, or at least building and then speaking on sections. But that's going to take time. So we're probably going to jump back to video me versus over post editing of me, trying to figure this out, and we'll close from there. I appreciate your views. I appreciate critiques down below. If you liked, like. If you didn't like, dislike, and comment why. And any critiques, I want any of them. Whether that's what to put for the pews, what to do for the floor, how to do the ceiling. Because we could do the grandiose steeple style. I don't know if I want to, but we can do it. So it is not all up to you, but most of it is up to you. Well, this is Snowycom, signing off. Hope you have a lovely rest of your week. Bye.